In this video, we are going to learn how a table can be accessed from Java through NetBeans IDE and the data can be displayed on NetBeans. So this is what accessing and displaying records of a MySQL table in Java. So let's go to the MySQL editor to know which table we are going to insert. So the password I am providing for my MySQL editor. So it is open. Now I have a table here in the name of employee. Already I have created it before. So use employee. I need to active it and I need to check how many table I am having or which table I want to connect. So I have here 4 tables. Suppose I want to connect EMP1. EMP1 is the table which I want to connect. So I need to know the details of EMP1, not data, the structure only. I need to know about the structure. If I won't get confirm about the structure, then it is impossible for me to design the program for it. Fine. So now let's start from the beginning. Here the username is root, password is tiger, which I need to specify in my program. The database name is employee and the table I want to use is EMP1, and in EMP1 I have 4 columns and the column names are like this, and type also I need to check. Okay, let's go for coding now. Let's go to NetBeans. Now here I need to create a project, that is file menu, and new project I need to specify. So I can click on Java application, next. Then here I can specify the project name, that is suppose JDBC 00. I am specifying something new name I need to specify. Then doing finish, the project will be created for you. Clear? Then unnecessary thing, which is like the comment and all, the first thing is what now you need to remove them, only the comment portion, so that it won't confuse all of you. Fine, all the comment things I just removed. Okay, so now let's remove the gap as well. So now what I need to do, just right click here in the project and new we have to create the link at first. So just right click on the libraries and go for library, add library, and we have to choose here MySQL JDBC driver. Add library we need to do, it get added. So after that we need to click here to add the jar file. The jar file already I told you that this you need to keep ready in your system by downloading from MySQL website. This is in free of cost, or simply you can download. So MySQL connector to be chosen and you need to do open. Fine. So now if you check here, the MySQL connector will be available, before which won't be there. Now student, we need to specify the codings for which it is going to connect with the database. Fine. So at first on top I need to specify the import package name, import java.sql.star. That is mandatory because we want to connect with MySQL. That's why MySQL.star we need to specify. After which we need to specify 4 variables, as we have 4 number of column in our table. So 4 variable we need to take accordingly. So first I am taking int, that is employee code. So I am taking E here. Fine. And one more I am taking salary, because E and S what I took now, employee name and salary, both are integer type. Decimal means integer type. So for both I took E and S. Name and gender both are character. So here I can specify string name comma gender, N and G I took. Simple variable name I am taking so that it will be easier for me to write the program. Okay, now I have to create the class, which already we know for name. So we can specify com.mysql.jdbc.driver. because this is what the driver we need to connect with. Then connection class, we have to create the object of connection through the connection class. So driver manager dot get connection. Fine. Under get connection, we have to specify the driver name here, that is JDBC colon MySQL colon, this is colon, then double slash local host. Fine. Then colon 3306, that is the your port number. Then we have to specify the database name, that is employee. That is employee. You can check here whether it is employee or not. We checked before, employee. Fine. So that is what the database name we need to specify here. Then we have to specify the username, that is root, as well as the password, which is I told like it is tiger for us. So then semicolon, enter. Fine. Here I forget to give one more quote, double quote. Okay. Here also. Fine. Done. The connection object get created. Now statement class we need to define, that is statement st equal to con dot create statement. Fine. Then the query we need to write. The query is for what? Now what we want to display from that table. So that is what the query. So for that, string variable, string object, that is QRY I am creating, and within this I can specify the statement, SQL statement, that is select star from what the table name we had, EMP1. So we need to specify here EMP1 as we want to connect with EMP1. So we specified here EMP1. Fine. Now result set. So result set S capital rs the object equal to st dot execute query, and under we need to specify QRY variable, as in QRY variable we are having select star from EMP1. Fine. Thereafter we need to take while statement, while the looping structure we need to specify dot next. Until unless it found the record, it will keep displaying you the record, or it will keep doing the transactions. That is what our motto is. Now we have to specify the variable names, and we have to extract the data, and we have to store them in those variables. So for example, E for employee ID. So E equal to, we have to specify here E equal to rs dot get int. Get int what? The field name. So what is the first field name? Now EMPNO. So we have to specify here EMPNO. Okay. Same way we can write for now name equal to rs dot get string. Get string, the name is name only, the field name we need to specify. Thereafter what we had, gender, g equal to rs dot get string. Here we can specify the field name, that is gender. Then salary, s equal to, we can write rs dot next int. Then salary we can specify only the name, the spelling of the field name has to be correct. Okay. So here all this we extracted. S for next int, yes, not next, sorry, get int. So get int, it is done. Now it is time to display them, display the records. So we can specify here system, as we don't have any frame and all. Previous video we saw how we can connect, how we can communicate with frame, or how we can display the data on frame. So in this case we can show them on standalone program as, and we can show them on screen itself. Okay. So system.out.println, and we can specify the variable names now. So that is E, then plus, let me show you first roughly, then we can design it. Then N, we can use plus sign to give the gap to concat those, then gender plus, then giving the gap plus salary. So we wrote the system.out.println. Then now let's rectify what are the errors we are getting. So as here we are getting the error, we can click on this hint symbol. It is showing that you use throw clause. If you don't want to handle the exception how to be handled, that we saw in our previous video, we using try and catch block. So in this case, suppose we don't want to handle the exception, so we can click on this and add throw clause we can do. You just notice what is happening here. See, throws class not found exception. If there will be any error, it will show you, it will throw that exception. It won't handle that exception, as we don't want to handle that exception. Okay. Thereafter, here also one error it is showing, on one hint it is showing that throw clause Java SQL exception, that also we can include. See, SQL exception also get included. Fine. Now there is no more any error and all. So we can run our program by pressing Shift F6, and we can check from the output window. It is compiling now. See, all the data whatever we had in MySQL, it get extracted there. So let's verify. Let's type here select star from emp1. We want to verify, so opening here. Now we can check the data of MySQL and the data what is appearing on Java NetBeans window, both are similar. Okay, so this is how the connection can be built up, as well as you can extract those data to the Java. Only you can visualize those data. That is what we learn. And we can customize as well. Suppose we don't want to display some of the data, some of the column from here. We don't want to display some of the column here. So what we can do, as we have 4 number of columns, we can remove some of the column from here, like employee name and name. Suppose I am commenting this and writing here, suppose I don't want to display the gender and salary, so I can write only name, E and N. That is, E stands for employee ID and N stands for name, that much only. So you can know here that how we can customize them. See, only these 2 columns. It means as much as I want to display, I can display. I can remove this 2 line also, as it is not required here. Fine. So this is how we can modify them, we can extract them. Not only that, we can specify some particular data also from the table. We can specify in the sense, go to MySQL and check if we don't want to display some particular records, like here the records are similar. So when we go for a different table, we can check that. Suppose you want to display the record those whose salary is more than 7,000. Okay, so we can specify a criteria here, that where we can specify a criteria where salary more than equal to 7,000. It means the data which will extracted here, whose salary is more than 7,000. So let's check now by compiling and all. Yes, see, only 4 records are activated, means arrived from MySQL, that is who has salary more than 7,000, equal to 7,000. Fine. Going to MySQL, you can verify the employee who has 5,600 salary is not coming to here. So that is why that is how you can like communicate with MySQL, as well as selective record you can extract from the table as well. Fine. So in this case, this is what the database we specified, this is username, and this is the password we specified. Then the query is given. According to the query is getting executed here, and we have taken a while loop. So until unless it is finding a record, until unless there is a record available in a table, it will keep extracting those records, and it will keep storing in the variable, and each time it will print it. Fine. So hope all of you understood the concept of accessing database from Java. Fine.